Hey Scorpio, it's Nicola. So this is your monthly read. This will be for July 2020. Okay. So we're going to pull one card of guidance. This is for Scorpio, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus, July 2020. Give me one. Okay. So we have the Pilgrim. All right. Let's read what we have for them. There's my book. Shit. Almost messed up some stuff. All right. Make sure it's staying and follow me. So let's see what we have for the Pilgrim. "101, getting on the path, huh? It's protected." All right. For the Pilgrim, an outward journey is always an inward journey. This archetypal wanderer seeks wisdom, experience, and meaning in the farthest reaches of the globe and the deepest regions of the spirit. Others will wonder when the Pilgrim will settle down and claim a more conventional life, but the Pilgrim knows that the heart belongs in motion. Where there is motion, there is freedom, expansion, and growth. Responsibilities, social conventions, and logistics lull us to sleep, and soon the Pilgrim becomes veiled in the slumber of the day-to-day. Yet when this archetype awakens, it rallies our sense of adventure and leads us out the door toward a new reality. With the Pilgrim at your side, you will never lack courage, nor do you need every amenity. Travel light, travel soon. Your spirit needs it. When in light, this is about you learning, growing, adapting, and even picking up new studies. But when in dark, this is about being aloof, non-committal, and flaky. Okay? So let's see what messages we have. Uh-oh. Is my deck upside down? My deck is upside down. All right. So let's see what messages we have. I don't know why this light is blue. Let's see what messages we have. This is for Scorpio, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus. Okay. This is for July 2020. What messages, what guidance do we have? This is for Scorpio, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. Okay. July 2020 messages, guidance. This is for the entire month of July. What messages, what guidance do we have for Scorpio, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus? Some of you guys are in a space of waiting for something. I feel like you're having some negative or fear-based thoughts that you're needing to release yourself from. It could be creating this sort of prison, really making you not social, not happy, okay? Some of you guys could be in a very not so good space right now. Not saying not depressed, but just not in a good space right now. So we got Three of Pentacles here. This could have to do with work, could have to do with some sort of partnership, maybe the need to put something in motion. So some of you guys could feel stuck, especially if you feel like 10 Pentacles, this has to do with your money. Maybe you're trying to establish something solid. Maybe you're trying to establish a business. You might feel stuck, but you're only stuck based in your fears or based in that devil mentality, okay? So 10 of Swords here, I do feel like you're in a space of needing to embrace the end of difficulties. Hangman here, allowing your perspective to change. Okay. Could be in suspension because you need to see something from a different perspective. With the Page of Wands here, I feel like there's good news on the way. You could be also in a space of identifying your passions. Temperance here, bringing balance to your heart and mind so that you can create a new reality for yourself, like blending these energies, becoming an alchemist. This is the alchemy card. So with the King of Pentacles here, could be dealing with an earth sign. We got Sagittarius energy here. We also have Scorpio energy. We got devil in reverse. So you guys could be dealing with a Capricorn, could be dealing with any earth sign with the King of Pentacles. King of Pentacles is also Taurus. But I feel like King of Pentacles here with the Five of Wands, a lot of you guys need to be confident about changing your desires in regards to the situation, okay? Ace of Swords here, you have the clarity that you need. Hermit here, I feel like you could be dealing with the Virgo, but especially with it crowning this, so some of you guys could be dealing with a Virgo. There could be some conflict. You could hear about something, or Ace of Swords, you could gain some sort of clarity once you go within around a situation. Queen of Cups here, I feel like you just need to be in a space of nurturing your own cups, because there's some conflict. There's a conflict of energy here. And I feel like you're beginning to see the clarity around this. So even though you're embracing the end of difficulties, maybe in a space of waiting for some things to come together, I feel like you need to release your fears. Some of you guys could also have a fear of a third party, which is not validated. It is just a fear. So I do feel like for the month of July. Five of Cups as the outcome. I feel like you need to change the way you feel around the situation, because we even got Five of Cups, Five of Wands with that Hangman. I feel like for a lot of you guys, things are balancing out, but because you're in the space of feeling conflicted within your desires, feeling conflicted with what's going on in your energy, you're just feeling as though you're like at a standstill, but you're not at a standstill. You're just waiting for your seeds to come into fruition. So I feel like you just need to change your perspective around. All right. So let's clarify. My table is shaking and I don't like that. I do not. So Ten of Swords here. Why is this Ten of Swords here? It's so bright. Why is this Ten of Swords here? Why is this Ten of Swords here? We got the Two of Pentacles here. Full energy with the Knight of Cups. So I feel like for a lot of you guys, there is some positive changes that are taking place within your life. I feel like if you've been dealing with a lot of different things, a lot of different, maybe you've been juggling foundations, maybe you've been going back and forth with some responsibilities. I feel like, and my apologies, I've been saying the Ten of Swords, it's the Nine of Swords. So your anxieties are about you moving forward. For some of you guys, there is a leap of faith that is necessary, but you're dealing with a lack of clarity, because previously you've based everything from a 3D perspective, not from a balanced 3D, 5D perspective. Both of those need to be balanced. The heart and the mind needs to be balanced here. So I feel like for a lot of you guys, once you identify these passions, yes, there's going to be some conflict externally that you may need to move away from, but you're going to have the clarity you need. I feel like to begin nurturing yourself and putting you on the right path. I feel like for a lot of you guys, this has to do with money or foundation. It could have to do with a combination of that, as well as dealing with some fears around some emotional situations. I'm not going to say a commitment, but I feel like if it is an emotional situation with the Three of Cups, it could be like a friend situation, maybe a social thing, maybe like just someone you're dating or something like that. So you're waiting for something to come into motion. You're having anxiety, needing to change your perspective. I do feel like there's some good news coming within time. Someone's in a space of dealing with conflict. So some of you guys with this King of Pentacles, you could be dealing with someone that is having conflict, and you could gain clarity about that. Like you can, either they're going to tell you or someone can tell you, and you'll understand a little bit more. I feel like for a lot of you guys, you could also become a guide, like help this person through whatever conflicts or obstacles they're facing. Okay, so the next card I want to clarify is the Five of Wands, because it's a conflict. So, well, actually, let me see what you need to see from a different perspective. Why is this Hangman here? Wheel of Fortune in reverse. So for some of you guys, a situation isn't growing, and you need to see it from a different perspective. It may not be growing because Tower, it's unstable. There may be no growth because you may need to release it, or it may be no growth. Wheel of Fortune, Tower, Nine of Swords, because you need to release the anxiety around the situation. Lover's card here. Trust your decision, trust your intuition in regards to whatever situations you have going on right now. So I want to clarify this. I want to clarify this Five of Wands and this Five of Cups, because I really want to see what the conflict is here, because you got two cards that are challenging cards. So why is this Five of Wands here? So the conflict may be a prior commitment, maybe a conflict within money, conflict within wealth. Ace of Swords here. I do feel like someone is going to, I feel like someone is going to see clearly what the conflict is. And someone could commit to being clear about what's conflicting. So if you don't see what the conflict is around a situation, someone could let you know. Someone could be honest with you and could be like, hey, this is what's going on. This is why there's been so much like bothersome things within, at work or within a connection or whatever. I feel like for a lot of you guys, you could also be defending yourself against other like infiltrations to your energy, like other people's bullshit. But I feel like for a lot of you guys, Ace of Swords, Sun card with the Ten of Wands, the conflict for some of you guys could be a clear commitment of some sort. So we got the Five of Cups here. Why is this Five of Cups here? We got Two of Cups and Seven Cups. I feel like there's some confusion here that leads to some sort of heartbreak. Ace of Cups here with the Knight of Wands. For some of you guys, you could be acting impulsively. You could have a new opportunity and could be acting impulsively or acting off of your desires. Hermit here with the Lust card. I really feel like you need to go within yourself. What do you actually want? What is it that you desire? Because I feel like if you're in the space of just brushing off of your your passions rushing off of something that is not stable, that is not solid. Like fire ain't solid. Fire blazes everything in its path. So some of you guys could be blazing a path to something because you feel some regret over something that you probably didn't even understand. So 7 of Swords here with the 2 of Swords. I feel like for some of you guys, there's a blockage in stabilizing those thoughts because of this anxiety. Your anxiety is causing you to create instability within your thoughts, to causing you to second guess yourself, causing you to I want to say be unstable with your own will. But with the 9 of Cups here, 9 of Swords, once you overcome this anxiety, I feel like and allow your concerns to fade or allow yourself to just, you know, kind of relax and chill. I feel like, again, you'll be able to see that things are beginning to work in your favor. I feel like you're going to see that things are about to become stable and wealthy, abundant for you. But there is some things that have to be changed. And I feel like energetically, you just need to sit back and allow them to change. All right. So let's see. Oh, shoot. Okay. Sometimes when I hit that, my computer, it stops my thing. So let's get some guidance. Here we go. And then I'm going to do love, like a love update after this. So what guidance do we have for Scorpio, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus? Okay, we're going to take that one. We got radiance. So I do feel like for a lot of you guys, you're going to gain some clarity. It could be around the summer solstice. Summer solstice is what, 21st? Ancient healing, or the 20th. Ancient healing wisdom. I feel like within the next, with the summer solstice, I feel like you guys are going to receive some sort of healing. So this could have to do with children. Okay, you could be purifying childhood triggers, childhood wounds through a situation. I feel like once you overcome the anxiety, things will become effortless. So I feel like for a lot of you guys, you just need to change your freaking perspective. Frick. All right, so let's see what what messages we have in love. So in love, I'm going to pull a couple of these, and then we're going to incorporate the romance angels to see what messages we're receiving. What messages, what guidance do we have for Scorpio, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus? Messages, guidance for Scorpio, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. This is for July 2020. Scorpio, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus. Give me one more. Scorpio, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. All right, we got a couple more. So underneath it all, we have the 10 of Swords. So I do feel like even in love, you need to embrace the end of difficulties. Now, I do not like that you got this Queen of Swords in reverse. That means that you're not in a space of seeing things clearly. With the 5 of Cups, I feel like because you've been dealing with some regrets, I feel like you need to let your regrets go so that you can see clearly. High Priestess here is about trusting your intuition. With the Page of Cups, trusting what you feel. So this is about trusting what you feel. Sun card here, yes. Is it Sun? Hold up. Justice. This is Justice. Yeah, this is Justice. So I feel like for a lot of you guys, this is about really seeing things clearly, trusting what you feel. I feel like the clarity is when you trust your emotions in regards to a situation. I feel like with the Knight of Pentacles, something may be taking a long time. You could be in a space of feeling at a lack, of feeling worried about that, wanting to change the foundation. But Page of Wands, I feel like the good news about this whole situation is that right now you're coming into your own dominion, even romantically. So there may be some situations that are kind of at a standstill romantically with you. It's because you're growing. There's some things that need to happen and shift romantically so that you can experience. I feel like there's a growth here, because you have to come into your own. So there's a path that needs to take, and there may be some things that, you know, kind of trip you up, but it's for a reason, because within that trip up there's a lesson. So accept the lesson and not the heartache is what I'm thinking for some of you guys. And you may have already healed from this heartache, but I feel like it's still kind of evident within whatever connection you're moving to. So let's see what guidance we have. Okay, so we have getting to know each other. So I do feel like there's going to be some things revealed. We talked about that earlier. So it has something to do with someone's passions or what someone desires. It says as you reveal your innermost selves to each other, your bond deepens. And with passions, it says allow your heart and soul to sing with joy. Okay. We have deception. So someone is wearing a false mask. Someone's not being honest. I feel like with their desires, someone's hiding their desires. There's an attraction here. I feel like someone has attracted some sort of romantic love. There may be some heart-to-heart conversations that are being had, but someone needs to honestly discuss what they feel. Yes, this is a soulmate. Let me tell you, when we get soulmate here, soulmate can mean a plethora of things. It can mean a familiar soulmate. It can mean a romantic partnership. It can mean a life partnership. It can mean a karmic partnership. It can mean a twin flame, divine soul, or divine counterpart partnership. The thing about this that I see, you are dealing with a soulmate that you have attracted, but there is some heart-to-heart conversations that are necessary in order to remove the false mask, in order to, I feel like, put everything out on the table. I feel like there's something that is not being said. A lot of you guys are ascending. You may be dealing with a situation where it's unrequited, meaning there's not enough attraction at the moment to keep it going. So you may need to get to know each other more in order for it to blossom the way that it needs to. Okay. So this is all I have, Scorpio. Thank you guys so much. This is all I have. Y'all stay tuned. We got more of the monthly readings, and we'll also have some weekly readings that'll be out very shortly. That's all I got, y'all. Peace.